want Philly?
Yeah, let's do it.
Philly special. Ready? Here we go. Tonight! Easy! Kill! Lane! Let's go! Let's go! You like this? I was feeling it right there.
I know. Awesome. Play, baby. Baby.
There's two.
Everything today.
Let's go, B-Joe.
Catch him and throw him.
Got more catches than Tom does.
Hey, I'll take it. Did a little acting right there. It worked.
Good job, buddy.
I'm waiting for that one.
Great job, man.
Let's go. Let's keep it rolling, baby.
Great throw. Great throw by Trey.
Oh, great throw. Trey, go. Hey.
Oh, is that the start?
Yeah,
You
that's
didn't-
the start.
Oh, okay. You didn't notify me. Well, everyone,
I was
welcome
surprising
to the Philly podcast presented by SixPackCoverage.com, La Terrain Watches, and the Monkey's Uncle. Tonight's episode, myself and Chris Lahiff here are going to be discussing the conference title games, which were awesome, and we're going to, talk about the conference title games and talk about the good old Super Bowl coming on up. So, Chris, how you doing tonight, pal?
Pretty good. Had to. You can hear me, right?
Very low, but yeah, I hear you.
I don't know what's going on. Hopefully people can hear me. If not, oh well. Yeah, I mean, I had to play the Philly special because, it's Super Bowl prep week because we had another two great games for conference championship week.
Yes, we did. We did. It was I said it when I was talking to Pat that this has been a great playoffs for football this year, like from divisional round up to now, heading into the Super Bowl. Oh wow! I really hear myself now. That's good. Yeah, but no, these playoffs have been amazing and probably the most fun I've had watching playoff football in a very long time.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I totally hear you. But
Right.
there's
Well,
there's a complete echo.
On your end or my end?
Yeah, I'm hearing myself like a good thing. Yeah, it's a pretty bad echo.
All right, hold on 1 second, guys. Let me deal with it. How about now?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't have an echo.
Try again. Melissa's saying you're echoing now.
I hear myself barely coming through on your end.
All right, well that's good.
That's fine. I mean,
So
whatever.
we should be fine right now. So okay, so let's talk about the weekend. We'll start with the first game, which I changed my pick while I was in the FGL house eating lunch in Nashville. I took the Bengals, and I took the Bengals for as bananas and as crazy as it is going to sound, is because of the weather. Like, as idiotic as that sounds, not saying that these guys can't play in cold weather. I mean, they play in Ohio, and Ohio isn't San Francisco. But no team had the advantage. Like Kansas City, like it's been cold. It's been cold. Like, so they would have had the advantage if it would have been normal January weather for football.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't. It was 58 degrees. So I I texted you guys. I said, listen, I'm changing my pick. I'm going with I'm going with Burrow. Going with Burrow, and that's the coolest white boy around. I'm sorry. like
Nothing seems to bother him. He
No.
just goes out and does his thing.
and I don't get it. Like, and it was 21-3, and I was eating lunch, and me and Melissa got up at halftime, and we started walking around Nashville. So it was like, all right, let's see what we got going. There's some touristy things. I kept looking at my phone. Looking at my phone, it was 21-10 at the end of the half, and then, Andy Reid gets the ball back at the end of the half. Like, he had the ball. And I just, I don't. It doesn't make sense. Let's go. I don't have that play, but let's go with the touchdown before the half by Perrion. I don't know how to say his name.
2nd and 12. Beeline gets past Ward. Look at him go! Inside the 20, into the 10. Oh, he takes it the distance. Wow, what a jolt! Just when the Bengals needed it.
So they go into that half. They go in. Kansas City gets the ball back 21-10. All right, you're thinking Kansas City's going to come out. They're going to get a field goal up 24-10. I don't have to play, but we all know the play was. It turned the game around. Eli Apple with a huge stop, and people are saying, well, he turned in. Tyreek Hill just turned into Eli Apple. Well, that's what playing good defense does. Is you make a play, you make a guy make a move. It's either make a left, you make a right. You always turn around, like when you're playing hockey or when you're playing basketball. It goes with all sports, with the exception of baseball, like football, soccer, all those sports where you're constantly moving and you have opponents in your face. Make them make the first move. Because if you make them make the first move, they know where they're going. Because A, they're either really good, they're Barry Sanders, and they can just do whatever they want, or B, you've played a position where now they either have to go right or they have to go left. If you force them to go right, you can go with their right. If you force them to go left, they go left. Plain and simple.
Mhm.
It's easy as 1, 2, 3. But a lot of it just doesn't happen in sports today. I don't know why. But again, I'm a 44-year-old man who is talking about, I'm a 44-year-old man who can't do this when I was 25.
It's a 1st and goal from the 10. Play action into the line, and Mahomes going to slide and throw to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! It is caught for the touchdown.
That was a rock.
Yeah, I mean,
That was a rock.
I don't care what anybody says. He's a monster of a quarterback. He can just throw the ball from like seemingly any angle. And I mean, that catch was even better, but the AFC is so stacked with quarterbacks. It really is. And
you know what it is? And I feel sorry for Patrick Mahomes because people root against him because of the people he associates with. And it's everyone was so happy that he lost because of who we would have to see for 2 weeks. And that's not fair to him, but
no.
If he's not going to put his brother in his place, I'm not going to tell him to put his wife in his place because Giselle has been torturing Brady and yelling at fans for years. So I'm not going to say anything about his wife, or his fiance. Let her do what she wants. He's not going to tell his wife to relax. However, he needs to slap his brother across the face and be like, "Stop with your whatever you're doing on TikTok and you're an idiot." If it wasn't for your brother, you'd be working at 7-Eleven on the night shift. So it's and I don't hate the guy. I don't. I think he's a cool cat. Nothing seems to bother him. He had a bad game, and great football players have bad games. The guy yesterday, I mean, he had a few bad games. He retired. He's been in the league for 22 years. He's had to have a few, and it didn't affect him. He continually kept to play the game. That's all you can do is play the game. Play what you're good at. If his scrambling caught up to him in this game, we'll show a couple of those clips. but it helped them in the beginning. And you know, for what Andy Reid has done, he looked like Andy Reid of the Eagles. that fourth
Yeah,
quarter.
he really did. And it was funny because there were some people I saw on social media who, after that, actually asking, is Andy Reid overrated? And I was like, how can you say he's overrated? Look at his track record over like all these years with two different conferences, two different teams. You know, he's one of the best coaches to ever coach this game. And the sad part is that he doesn't have the Super Bowl wins like a Belichick. You
But
know, so I mean,
not everyone does.
no, not everyone does. You're
Like, you know what
right,
I mean?
but I
I
mean,
think I think people forget how hard it is to win in the NFL. Like they probably have the best quarterback in the AFC, Kansas City. Would you say?
Yeah.
Might even be the league right now, depending on what Aaron Rodgers does.
well, yeah, I mean that's the truth. I mean, you know, with
And
Brady retiring now, like it's Mahomes and Rodgers that are the two top right now in the NFL, and we
he's
don't know what, like you said, we don't know what Rodgers is going to do. Is he going to play or is he going to retire?
and look at him. They're two. He's 2-2 in conference championship games, and he's got one Super Bowl win for Mahomes. So as crazy as Belichick is, and Papa Palubi says Rodgers is overrated, and he's a Green Bay fan. Well, I mean,
Well,
listen, Green Bay.
he instantly makes anybody's offense better.
Yeah. Now,
I mean,
but you know what the point is? You have and he's a Packers fan, and he's also, and I can't believe I'm about to say this. He is also a fan of the Washington Commanders. That's what they came up with. For years, 2 years, they sat down, and the best they could come up with is "Let's go commies." Oh my God! Like, well, that'll be another episode. But like, that's what they came
the
up
Washington Putins.
with. Like, what? Like, I like, no, I'm not even do it. Pop blew me, gave it a finger. But it goes to show you how special that Patriots dynasty was with Belichick and Brady. Like,
It was. It
10
really
Super
was. I
Bowls.
mean, we'll never see anything like that in the NFL again.
The closest the closest we had was maybe the Dallas Cowboys in the '90s. The closest. Well, I'm sorry, no, the Steelers in the '70s, and then
The Steelers in the '70s. But I mean,
and then
right
and then-
now,
yeah,
we're
you'll never.
we're
I don't
not
think
going to
we'll
see
ever
anything
it
like
again.
that for a while. I mean, unless Kansas City is like going to Super Bowls left and right for the next like 7 years. But
They're not because,
No.
like you just alluded to, the quarterbacks in the AFC, the NFC is so wide open, and which is how crazy. Like, think about how bad the NFC is when it comes to quarterbacks. That if Aaron Rodgers leaves and goes to Denver, that Matt Stafford's the best quarterback in the NFC.
mhm.
And
Sure.
it's nothing against Matt Stafford, but if Matt Stafford retires, and then you have Russell Wilson who's running for his life in Seattle, like the NFC is so wide open that you got to hope a team's got a great defense, and it has just has a guy who won't commit turnovers, which is gonna be San Francisco because they got Trey Lance.
Yeah, I mean, you think of it this way too. The NFC has like their quarterbacks are. I mean, compared to the AFC, they don't compare. They don't stack up at all. You have a couple names that are in there for like Rodgers right now. He's up there as one of the greatest ever. But like you said, the NFC is so wide open. There's a lot of teams, including the Eagles, that will have false hopes because other teams don't have quarterbacks. Which I think this year something's going to happen with the NFC. I think there's going to be a lot of quarterback movement in this offseason, and I think the balance shifts. I really do. Like I see Russell coming. I see Russell Wilson come to the East. I mean, even though I know he's NFC already, but I see him coming to the East.
Where?
Where? I
You think the Eagles are going to acquire Russell Wilson?
no.
You
I think
the-
Washington's going to make a
you think
hardcore
the
play for him.
Commanders are going to acquire Russell Wilson.
Yeah, they have to do something. I think they're going to try and make a play for him. They have no quarterbacks. They have nobody.
So are you just going by gut, or you
I'm
have
going
some-
by gut.
Okay.
I'm going by gut. They have to do something.
So do you want to make a friendly wager?
Yeah, sure, why not?
crazy. A 12-pack of beer.
Okay, that's fine. What kind do you want? Because I'll probably give it to you next week. I'll just pay in advance. I don't care. It's just gut feeling.
So, but but you know what? It's not bad because they're gonna have salary cap. They're gonna have about $40 million.
Mm-hmm.
35 of that would be tied into Russell Wilson.
Right.
So I don't. So that's
I mean, at
the
some
only-
point they got to get it right. And if they're gonna pay somebody money, it better be a damn quarterback.
they're gonna trade for Kirk Cousins.
You know what? It's better than what they got now.
Oh, okay. No, it is. It is. All right. All right. So he's saying Russell Wilson goes to the commies, which is just phenomenal. But
I love the fact that you just keep having to say commies.
let the Patriots versus the commies. Jesus Christ.
Oh my
So
God.
let's get back to the Chiefs game. So you know,
Yes.
like here's another touchdown. I think it was the second touchdown.
Shifts to the left. Here's a 3rd and 2. Mahomes dancing around, spinning around twice. Finds freedom. And in the end zone, he finds Kelsey. They could.
So, you know, that touchdown puts them up 14-3. You know, it's you know, I don't have the next touchdown. It goes, you know, all of a sudden it's 21-3. They go into the half down 21-10. You know, their confidence level's still there because, and you know, I guess Mahomes is looking at like, well, listen, I can dance around in the pocket all they want. They ain't gonna catch me. Well, in the fourth quarter, they caught him. So we got that play, and I don't think this is like look at Barrow right here.
7. Still didn't get him.
Oh my goodness, how did he get
Another
away?
chance. Now reaches out and he's
like that's like again, that's the coolest white boy in anywhere. I'm sorry, like he's just so cool. He's so smooth. You know, and they were tied. I have the Jamar Chase touchdown that when that comes up. But like, just think about that. Like that's crazy. That he was just, and he's nowhere near fleet of foot like Patrick Mahomes. Like
No.
he looked like Nick Foles. Like when Nick Foles ran the option in 2013 with Chip Kelly. It was just like, oh. And he used every bit of his 6'4" figure to go get that first down. And that's what winning quarterbacks do.
Oh yeah, throughout these playoffs, you could see the difference between teams that have quarterbacks that can play or near elite or elite level quarterbacks to the ones that didn't. You know, and the ones that didn't, they're not in. They're done. They're gone.
I'm okay with giving him 2022, but I don't think Jalen Hurts is ever going to be. I don't think Jalen Hurts is ever going to be in the top 20 of the quarterbacks of the NFL.
I don't either. Like I said, I think Jalen Hurts is what he is. He you know he's athletic. He's mobile. He can run. He can win you some games. He's got great intangibles, but he's never going to get to a level of Russell Wilson or Lamar Jackson. He's never going to get to that. And Lamar Jackson's passing has been getting better.
Yeah,
Now, granted, with that being said, I understand Jalen Hurts has got 1 year as a starter. He didn't really play a lot the season before. He came in spot here and there, certain plays. But you can just tell he doesn't have the it. And Brandon Graham was on WIP, and Cataldi asked him about what he thought of Jalen Hurts, and is he going to be back next year as the starter? And he came right out and said, nothing's 100% guaranteed. He said, especially with Howie running the team, and he goes on to say, that you don't know what the team, what the franchise or the higher ups are thinking, what direction they want to go. So you never. So after this 1 year, like people can speculate. You have the fans that want Hurts to come back and hopefully develop and show more improvement. You have others that are skeptical about him. But at the end of the day, no matter what us fans think, it comes down to what the franchise wants to do, what Howie Roseman wants to do. And I happen to think it was pretty telling that at the Senior Bowl practices, Howie Roseman, Nick Sirianni, and Jeffrey Lurie's son is on the sidelines scouting Kenny Pickett. They're watching Pickett and the rest of the Senior Bowl players. I think that's kind of telling when they're on the field for Pickett. So that's telling me that it may not be Pickett, but they're thinking quarterback somewhere in this draft. So
You know what? You might be right. Kenny Pickett might be the pick. You keep hearing it, and it sounds like Kenny Pickett might be an Eagle.
I mean, he's going to fall in that range, at 15, 16, and possibly 19.
Well,
But yeah, there's a
if he falls into 19, I feel like you got to trade him, because I told you before, regardless of what happens in the Super Bowl, if I'm the Bengals GM, I'm on the phone with the Eagles and seeing what they want for 15.
right.
To get
Right.
get him a lineman.
Yeah, oh man, but yeah, you're exactly right. Like Burrow does need some help on that offensive line. He really does.
He got sacked 9 times by the Titans, and still won the game.
Yeah,
And then comes back the next week, gets hit over and over again, and makes this throw.
But you got to get it out. There he is to the end zone, and he comes down with it. Outrageous. What a catch. Chase, 101. Forget about it.
I can't believe this just happened.
and
Tony Romo,
you know
I can't
what's
believe this just
I
happened.
can't believe it just happened. But the funny thing is, Jamar Chase has been a hell of an addition to that team for Joe Burrow to throw to.
We know what's funny is the Bengals got a lot of flack for picking Jamar Chase and
They
not
did.
picking an offensive lineman. And, kudos to the Bengals. And kudos to Zach McPherson. I think that's his name.
Yeah, Yeah,
That dude, that's another white boy who's cool as ice.
I was just gonna say he's cool under pressure, man. He right down the middle every time. He just drills it right down the middle.
So now I'm going to go. So you know how the whole big thing was, you gave Patrick Mahomes 13 seconds to tie the game. Remember that? That's all people were bragging about. Well, let's watch what happens 13 seconds into overtime.
Very similar chance at a pick in the next play. Montana beat him with a touchdown pass to Taylor. And now they go deep down the field. And it is intercepted on the rebound by Bell. On Bell. Oh, he is clobbered, clotheslined at the 45.
13 seconds in, I'm just saying. Everyone
Anything
was
can
bragging
happen.
about it. Kansas City Chiefs were bragging about it.
Oh, I know. I know. I wasn't expect. Now, didn't he have right before that? Wasn't there like the play before that? There was almost an interception.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they mentioned it.
It was either the first play of overtime, or I think it was the first play. But you're right. Like,
Yeah, 'cause I think-
why wouldn't you run the ball on second down, and maybe get yourself 3 or 4 yards, and you have Kelsey, like Mr. Reliable.
Yeah, I was scratching my head at that one myself. I was like, what's he doing? I was like, and like you said earlier, like Andy Reid, went back to being Andy Reid of the Eagles, and I was like, what? And that's the other thing. Sometimes these coaches, they go back to their old ways. Like I don't know what they see or that changes their their philosophy or their game plan. I never understood that. I mean, I know I would be just dead set. This is my game plan. I'm following it, whatever. I'm not going to sit there and go, well, you know what, try and get cute and try and do something different here, But yeah, I would never do that, especially with football, because
And then, and look, the game almost didn't go to overtime. Watch this play, guys.
He's got protection.
Too much time. You can't do that.
All the way back to the 21. Now they chase him. Spins around, and the ball's out. It was recovered, though, by Tooney. It was Hubbard.
Like, what was he? Like, you dropped. I get what he was trying to do, but they dropped 8 in the coverage.
yeah,
And then you saw 91, who was in and out and hassling them. He was out like every other play coming in and out because he was getting wind of chasing Mahomes, and he was like, all right, enough with this, and he just ran, and he almost caused the game-ending fumble. Like,
yeah,
you just throw it away. Like, if there's nothing there, like, you're Super
Yeah.
Bowl, but you're not invincible. I'm sorry, you're not invincible.
yeah. I
You
mean,
may
that
think you're Super Bowl, you're invincible.
I was sitting there watching it, and I thought, dude, either throw it away or try and make something happen here. Like, start running, but start getting towards the sideline. If you can't find something, then throw the ball away. Because he had all that time. You can't tell me that there wasn't a lane for him to start moving to.
Because here's the thing. 2 things are going to happen. All your receivers are covered. You're going to move around. You're going to throw the ball. Or you're either going to get picked, or there's going to be a holding call, and it's going to put you back an additional 10 yards.
Yeah, see, I would have just thrown it away. I mean, I would have been moving, but then I would have thrown it away. There's no way. I mean, well, you saw what happened. Wound up being, he fumbled it, and, lucky they got it back. But, I mean, stupid. That was just a bad play.
Yeah, it was. And then we're going to end this recap with this call.
Kevin Huber have been Pro Bowl participants, and McPherson could send him to the Super Bowl.
4 years ago, he was a senior in high school in tiny Fort Payne, Alabama. Now the Bengals Super Bowl chances rest on his right foot. The kick is up. It is good. Coffin nails.
Bam, bam, bam. That is unbelievable. The Cincinnati Bengals come from behind on the road. Unbelievable, Dan.
It is no fluke. It is a fact. The Cincinnati Bengals are headed to Super Bowl 56.
It's still weird to hear them say that.
Like, and you know what? Good for the Cincinnati. Good for them. Like,
Oh yeah, absolutely good for them. I mean, look, this is why they waited so long to get a guy like Joe Burrow. Like Andy Dalton wasn't the answer. They had him for so many years. He was serviceable, but he was never going to get them where they're at right now. He just didn't have that in him. Then you got, you had AJ Green for all those years, and then you upgrade from him to Jamar Chase. Like, yes, thank you, please.
yeah.
So, I am. I'm happy for Cincinnati. I really am. I'm pulling for them. I really am. I'm pulling for them because this is, especially the kids at school. Like, the day after the Super Bowl, they've already said it's going to be they're going to get the day off. So it's like.
And then I'm gonna play one more video, and this is a little tribute to the halftime show and a little tribute to Alabama. Not Alabama. What is it? What is it?
Just play it.
I gotta find it first. Oh, here it is.
One, two, three, four, and that is at the door. Ready to make an entrance, so back on up. Rip it up. Give me the microphone first, so I.
That's all. Anyway, so our picks later on next week. But congratulations to the
Cincinnati Bengals.
It's so weird to say it. Like, it's like, I don't know. I got nothing. Like, kudos.
Yeah, there's really nothing else you can say. There isn't. So on to the next one.
I'm on the phone. I'm on here. So, but so now we got the Rams and the 49ers, and there's all that talk. The 49ers this, the 49ers that, and I don't know. It could have really went either way. Kyle Shanahan blew another lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. Like, I couldn't believe that they had the lead. I'm not going to lie to you. I was not expecting it to be as close of a game as that was.
It probably should have been.
No, it really shouldn't have been, because I was sitting there and I looked at it from a standpoint of, like, with the previous game, I looked at who the quarterbacks were. And it made me laugh because I had said to someone, like, well, I don't believe Jimmy G's, Super Bowl quarterback. He's not going to get them to the Super Bowl. And he goes, well, I don't know how you can say that. The guy just wins. I'm like, wins what? I said, what's he ever won? I said, he hasn't won a thing. I said, that's why I can sit here and tell you I'm going with Matt Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Odell Beckham Jr., Cam Akers, Sony Michel. I said, the list goes on and on. I said, the 49ers have Deebo Samuel, Elijah Mitchell, and that's it. I said, at some point, their luck runs out. And, it was right.
So here we go. Since you brought up Cooper Kupp and Stafford, we'll go Stafford touchdown. I think this is one by your boy.
Becker Warner's going to carry vertical, and that safety's going to get out of there. Watch Matthew Stafford right now. Ball's coming out of his hands. Now look at top right. Cooper Kupp is just dropping his hips. That ball is out before he's ready for it on his left shoulder. That is timing and anticipation. 3rd and 6. This is the out route to Cooper Kupp up top. This is ungodly. Ball is coming out of Stafford's hands right now. Cooper Kupp is just getting to the corner. Get it to the next phase. Ball is out of his hands. He's just clearing the corner. Next phase. Ball is halfway there, and Cooper Kupp is just now turning his head. But can you be perfect on it? Yup. That connection is spectacular. On 3rd down yesterday, 8 times he threw to Cooper.
It's your boy.
Dude, I could watch Dan Orlovsky break down film all day long. Like, he makes it fun to break down film.
So I know Cooper Kupp's good. How does he keep getting wide open? Like, triple team this dude or something. I don't care how many routes he runs. Have a guy on the inside, have a guy on the outside, and have the safety. Beat him with somebody else.
Yeah, it's it's comical. I mean, we saw what he did against Tampa Bay. They decided we're not going to cover Cooper Kupp, and that's part of the reason why they're heading to the Super Bowl. Because they left him open and Cooper Kupp ran all over them. How do you not cover this kid? That's where I get confused. Or how do you just have single coverage on him?
Right. Listen, you can put, if Jalen Ramsey was on the other side, he's going to beat you. I'm sorry. He gets open.
Mm-hmm.
You know who who Cooper Kupp reminds me of?
Who's that?
I'm sorry. It reminds me of Cooper Kupp. Devontae Smith, just on his route running. That's it. He's nowhere in the Cooper Kupp realm. But when it comes to route running, that's who Devontae Smith reminds me of. The potential is there.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, Smith is he's just special. He is. He's just a special talent, and he's the one that I can't wait to watch and see what he does next year, how he matures. I can't wait. But yeah, Cooper Kupp just played out of his mind this year. So I mean, you finally see what he did with an actual quarterback.
Here's another Cooper Kupp.
Stafford throws, pass caught, Kupp still rumbling. Kupp down to the 12.
Single coverage, no line, and then the linebacker's over there, and then your safety's nowhere to be found. What? Like, that's bad coaching. That's bad coaching.
Yeah, that is. That is. I can only imagine that Cincinnati is going to have a game plan strictly to defend Cooper Kupp. I mean, if that's what you have to do, and say, hey, look, make the other guys beat us. If we lose and Cooper Kupp isn't the reason, maybe we're okay. Maybe we're cool with that. But
right, and that's another thing. It's like if you can shut down Cooper Kupp, I know they still have Odell Beckham. I know that. Like, but if you can shut down Cooper Kupp, if you can get in the head of Odell Beckham, we know what happens when you knock Odell Beckham off his game.
Yeah. When you get in his head, he's done. Yeah, when you get in his head, he's done. But you're right. It comes down to just shutting down Cooper Kupp, and you have a chance to beat the Rams.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna show back-to-back plays because God bless them for getting up after this.
Look out! The God Almighty! They killed him! Oh my God! The God is my witness! He is broken in half!
I had to use that one. I had to use that one.
You know what's funny? I just watched what the hell was it? Like some kind of a documentary on that Hell in a Cell match with Undertaker and Mankind when he got thrown off the top of the cell. I actually just watched something with that the other night, and I was like, oh man, I was like, this is awesome. And here you play a video clip of my man getting busted up. God, did they kill? That's it. He's dead.
And then he comes back with this.
2nd and 12. Samuel, wide receiver screen. Good play. Big play. And in for the touchdown.
I saw that play from the get-go. I was like, the dude is down. He's down there on single coverage. This is going to be either a wide receiver screen or he's going to come and he's going to do like one of those little, as he's in motion, like as he runs by Jimmy G.
Well, cheers to Debo for getting up. Cheers.
Cheers to waking up, because
yeah.
Chris Tucker was like, "Hey, Debo,
you got knocked up, leave out."
So it's just they were just too much of them. I'm gonna show Jimmy G a little love. I'm gonna show Jimmy G a little love. This is from a different game because I downloaded this today.
13 yards on a 3rd and 12. Now a little razzle-dazzle. Samuel.
You throw a block?
Pancake.
No, you didn't. I love you.
I know.
It's like I threw a pancake on a linebacker.
That's so funny.
Like, get out of here. I loved him. He was like, "Yeah, I threw a pancake."
Yeah, and speaking of Jimmy G, he said today that he fully expects to be traded. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with him, where he goes. Which, by the way, if anyone from the Eagles see this, and I know they're not, but if they do not make a trade for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Why not?
No. I would keep Jalen Hurts over Jimmy Garoppolo. He's 100% better than Garoppolo.
100%? I wouldn't say 100%.
Yeah, I would. I absolutely would. He's 100% better than Garoppolo. The only thing that I could say Garoppolo has him in, well, pretty much with any quarterback going up against Jalen Hurts, is he's got the arm. He has an arm. He's got timing with his routes. That's where he beats him out. I mean, but he's not faster than him. He's not. Yeah, no. I would take Jalen Hurts over Garoppolo any day.
Wow, it's pretty ballsy. I'm just watching the Sixers. They're about to lose.
I'm not a huge. I like Garoppolo. I'm not a huge fan of his, but yeah, no, I would take Jalen Hurts over Jimmy G any day.
All right. What, you don't like this play right here?
Garoppolo under pressure. Donald got there in the air, intercepted by the Rams, and they may ride to the Super Bowl on that.
What? How'd that happen? How'd that ball? Like,
You know what? As bad as that play was, it was a very bad play.
it was terrible.
But the guy had his hands on it. I don't know. I get why he threw it because he saw his guy there. But it's like the one time that you want your arm to get hit so that the ball flutters. And that ball just went, whoop! It just kept going, and you're like, ooh, that's not.
Yeah, that was that was strange. That was just one of those things. But yeah, no, I don't want him on this team. I don't.
Wow.
Like, I would honestly be mad if they had him. I would get so mad. I would be protesting for Jalen Hurts.
Here you go. Just for you. Is that how you would feel?
They've killed him!
Is that how you would feel if we got Jimmy Garoppolo? Oh my God!
Yeah, my hopes and dreams for the Eagles would be dashed for like the next 3 years. I'd be like, no, done. I'd be like, okay, here we are.
Yeah, there's a. So while we saw that interception, I want to play this. This is actually, I think this is different angles of this interception, and it might be the radio call too. Let me see.
Snap back to Garoppolo. Pocket crumbling. He spins out. He's hit. He's wrapped up. He flips it forward. It's tipped. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Aaron Donald got pressure on Garoppolo, and Travin Howard clinches the NFC Championship game. With 1:09 remaining at SoFi Stadium, San Francisco is heading home. The Rams are staying home to play in Super Bowl 56.
Garoppolo under pressure. Donald got there in the air, intercepted by the Rams, and they may ride to the Super Bowl on that.
Look, I still don't know how Garoppolo had that kind of athleticism to get that ball out the way he did while he was going to the ground. I still don't. Like, that was a highly athletic play that he did, just from the angle and how he was able to get the ball out with the speed it came out. That is amazing.
But it was a stupid play.
But it was an absolute stupid play. Like, you want to talk about the fundamentals of football just going out the door? That was it right there. I mean, right then and there, I'd be calling the Patriots saying, hey, you guys sure you don't want Garoppolo back? Like, can we, a seventh round pick in 2027? Come on, we'll give him to you. Like please. Yeah, now he knows why he's getting traded. Good job, Jimmy G.
So, and here is the game-winning field goal.
Gay from 30 yards out. He's got it. Rams are on top. 20-17 with a minute.
Hey, you know what? Kudos to all the damn kickers in these playoffs. These last couple of weeks have been amazing for kickers. So they were in the spotlight, and good for them. That was another one, a shot right down the middle.
Right down the middle. So, I mean, that's our recap for tonight. It was, I can't believe Cincinnati won.
I know. Well, with that, I think you and me are in agreement, but I'm fully behind Cincinnati in this game. I really am. Even though I still feel strongly towards the Rams, I like sentimental value. I want to see Cincinnati win, but I mean,
they got 2 weeks to prepare for the Rams, and now that they got to do it. This is the video I wanted to play with the sound.
1, 2, 3 into the 4. Snoop Doggy Dogg and Dr. Dre is at the door, ready to make an entrance, so back on up.
Cause you know we're about to rip shit up.
Give me the microphone first so I...
My kids have no idea what they're in for when this halftime show happens.
Oh my God.
They have no clue. They're like, there's that meme and that video going around. They have no idea. They think they do. They don't know. They don't know.
There's going to be so many kids to see another side of their parents that they're going to be like...
Our generation's kids are going to be scarred.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like, now I can only imagine how it's going to be like with your kids, like how they're going to see you react or whatever. But I mean, like I'm sitting here thinking, like, of all my friends who have kids right now, like who are married, for years now and have kids, and we've all been talking like on Facebook and texting, and they're like, yo, I'm just going to, like, my one friend, he's like, I'm just going to be all shot out when this thing starts. He's like, and my kids are going to be like, what the F? Like, what is going on with Dad? He was like, it's going to be like one of the parties you used to throw when we were in high school, Lee. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
Yeah, they have no idea.
I can't wait to see the videos that get up on Snapchat, TikTok, YouTube of kids filming their parents during this halftime show, because this has to be the most anticipated halftime show in Super Bowl history. It has to be.
I might live stream from StreamYard.
Dude, well, like I said, I'm going to be up the mountains for the game. And it's going to be me, Liz, and a bunch of people in the house up the mountains, and we're going to be up there for the game. I don't know. I may just, like, Facebook Live something. I don't know.
So here's my thing. The people you're going out with, do they have kids?
As far as I know, only the one couple has a kid. I know they have a child.
And how old?
And he's only like, he's not even, he's like 2.
Oh, it's gonna let loose.
Oh God, yeah. You want to talk about getting turned up? What's the old saying? We're gonna blow the roof off the joint. Yeah, talk about the old saying. We're gonna blow the roof off the joint. Oh, what's happening?
Oh yeah. So join us. We might do 2 shows next week. I want to talk about the Brady retirement, and what he's meant to the game, and then we'll do our picks for the game. But we got to do a Brady show. I know people don't like him, but
see, here's the thing. And that's fine if people don't like him, but you've got to respect what he's done for the game.
Oh, they don't. They hate him. They're like, he's not the GOAT. Like, well, you're just showing your ignorance. If you don't think Tom Brady's the GOAT, it's because you hate him or you don't know football.
I was talking to somebody the other day who told me, that he can't stand Tom Brady because they cheated us out of the other Super Bowl. I'm like, dude, get the F over it.
We'll talk about that, but they're not the first team to do what they did. Like, so
no, they're not.
Like Parcells used to Parcells used to steal scrappings, or not Parcells. Jimmy Johnson used to steal scrappings out of the visitors' trash cans. Get out of here.
Yeah.
So, since it's Super Bowl week, we're going to do some videos. I'm going to do 2 videos. We're going to go off screen. You're going to enjoy the first one, and then it's going to be a reaction.
Okay.
And it's in the second video will be because of what we did last week. So we'll go to the first video.
And time runs out.
This is the end of the game.
And for the Philadelphia Eagles, the long drought is over. Finally.
Bring them. Oh my no. Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Yes, we won. We won the fucking Super Bowl. That's it. That's it. We fucking won the fucking Super Bowl. Oh my god. Oh my god.